I've mentioned this multiple times before, but it does seem like a lot of the time Microsoft fails to really kind of capture on things that are popular. They did this with Minecraft. Minecraft is incredibly popular. They should have, in perpetuity, Minecraft consoles ready to buy. Just being real. Series S Minecraft. They should look like Minecraft. Like, there's no doubt about it. They should do that. They should have Series X Minecraft, right? Everything Minecraft. Controller, a special edition controller, Minecraft, right? Like, let's just be real. That's stuff that they really should have capitalized on. They've also done a really good job of coming out with like these custom controllers and stuff and custom consoles that realistically they're not taking advantage of because they're not making them available to purchase. This is really not a smart thing as far as I'm concerned, and I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same way, although this is really something that they could be cashing in on, and I love to kind of see that. I would love to see them kind of capitalize on it. So the latest bit that they're not capitalizing on is this Deadpool controller that realistically does a fantastic job of showcasing, why this stuff is kind of fun, and that's kind of the thing that people are kind of taking issue with about this. Like, to me anyway, when you see that they have this cool controller but they're not taking advantage of it, I think that's a bad thing. It's the one with the butt thing or whatever. I get it. The thing is, it's just like magnets holding it on. And I'm not going to get into the whole hypocrisy thing. I know 100% Microsoft would never allow woman's ass controllers like that. They wouldn't. But, there's now Xbox controller that has detachable butt modeled after, Deadpool and Wolverine. It sounds like something maybe you'd want. You're unfortunately out of luck because the Deadpool and Wolverine controllers are the latest in a long line of custom pieces that Xbox has made, which one or two lucky people will win through a giveaway. In this case, these controllers seem like something consumers genuinely would buy, and it's continuously frustrating to see that, much of the time these are just things that you can win instead of actually going out and buying, while actual buyable controllers and consoles feel hopelessly generic. Now, the thing is, the PS5 and the Series X, those things, like, you would think that there would be custom plates for PS5, like, for everything, right? And we've seen some of the magnetic wraps on Xbox Series X. We're like 4 years in, console generation's almost over, and we've yet to see, there should be a Gears one. These ones should come right from Microsoft too. Gears, Halo, Forza, all of them should have, people would buy these things. So I don't understand why we aren't seeing them. But anyway, the pair of controllers is part of Xbox's, quote, cheeky controller sweepstakes, where fans can enter for a chance to win 2 custom controllers and an equally impressive Deadpool-themed Xbox Series X. Apart from the genuinely hilarity of the controllers with butt cheeks, these designs are something that most people would generally shell out, $60-$70 for. And there's also a massive threads and things like that on various forums that show hundreds, if not thousands, of other people that would do that as well. Now, Xbox, of course, has a long history of making one-off limited editions like this, raffling them off for sweepstakes. They've done this for games in the past like Forza Horizon 5, Hellblade 2, and it's even, wide-reaching custom consoles like SpongeBob, which, that one they did put up for sale, super limited, sold out in like 2 minutes. Shang-Chi, X-Men 97, and even a chocolatey Willy Wonka system, among dozens of others. But the real problem is that, what purpose are having these in the long run? Microsoft is sinking time and effort into these pieces and end up feeling nothing more like a glorified piece of marketing, and maybe that's true to the point, but it's also a missed opportunity if you think about it, because at the end of the day, what good is it having these things that people actually want, and then, you're not selling it to them? So I think that is a larger issue at hand for Microsoft, and that's hopefully something that they can kind of, work out before too long. I want to see Microsoft be able to succeed, and at the end of the day, they haven't been able to do that with stuff like this. Like, why wouldn't we want to see this as something that you can buy? Maybe it sells 1 million units or something. Like, that would be crazy. The X-Men consoles that they came out with were awesome. I think they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, Sonic the Hedgehog ones. Just they had so much cool stuff, and you're just not able to really buy it. I remember years ago, and this was before Xbox One X or Series X, by the way, but they had, this Black Panther console. I actually knew somebody who won that. I think they ended up selling it for a huge amount of money or whatever, but when you see these type of things and you see the reaction, I don't understand why you would want to not give people the chance to kind of go out and buy those things. That to me just kind of blows my mind, and it's just a missed opportunity in my opinion, because again, it's like they're not really paying attention, and I think that's something that fans are starting to sort of take note of. So when I look at this and I go, why aren't you guys doing something they could really kind of showcase the console and make people excited about Xbox again? That could actually do a good job of doing that, and they refuse to do it. It's kind of crazy to me that we see that continue to happen, but it's still something that we have to be able to kind of keep our tabs on anyway. So not every custom console would be bought in droves. I doubt people would be lining up to jump a bunch of money on the Willy Wonka stuff, so you understand the marketing with that, but some of these could genuinely hit with a fan base that clearly likes and wants custom equipment. Xbox has a variety of different console wraps and controllers, but has failed to capitalize on both. More obvious, some are more obvious and purchasable than others, color textures and camouflage and stuff like that. Even the Starfield console wrap only sports some basic designs that vaguely match the game's aesthetic rather than really weaving into something vibrant and unique. So a good example of how interesting custom piece can work, there's Gears 4 Limited Edition Elite controller, and the controller is this kind of battle-worn, you guys remember the battle-worn look where it looks like it's been slashed up and stuff like that. Again, that was a really cool thing that kind of leaned into the aesthetic of Gears of War, and it makes it feel well worth over the $100 price tag. So when we don't see stuff like this kind of pop out anymore, people kind of question, why aren't they doing more of this? So for those that are fans of the franchise, obvious, it would make a pretty easy kind of pickup anyway. So anyway, custom consoles and controllers don't necessarily have to have mass appeal, but smartly timed to game or film releases, they could actually do pretty damn well if you think about it. Now, Xbox doesn't need to entirely eliminate its sweepstakes specials, nor does it need to stop producing the cavalcade of different colors of controllers, but it feels like there could be a happy middle ground between the two that simply hasn't been explored yet. And, seeing these widely imaginative consoles is fun, but there should also be some higher degree of customization that fans can have on their own. So anyway, hopefully it feels like, Microsoft might want to kind of pay attention to what fans are asking for. It's like they can make easy money. I understand there's probably licensing issues, but they sold that SpongeBob SquarePants Series X for, I think, what was it, $600, and they sold out in minutes. So again, the fact that we haven't really been seeing these more of that is kind of crazy to me, because people would pay the increased cost for sure to be able to go out and buy these things. I think that it's a lost opportunity. We used to get so many of these customizations and things like that back in the day. I hope that we continue to see more in the future. It's feels like real missed opportunity in my opinion, from not only just Microsoft, I mean from Sony too. It's where's all the cool stuff that we used to get? It's they have the budget to do this stuff anymore. I personally still have a bunch of different Xbox 360s, the Star Wars one, the Halos one, the Gears one, this one, the E, that. It's there were so many to kind of choose from, and now we have basic nothing, and it's you get a black console or a white console, that's it. And I just think that it's just crazy to me to see that more people aren't talking about this, or they are, but why isn't Microsoft paying attention to it? That is the huge question to me at this point anyway. Is nobody from Microsoft is paying attention to this, and it's just a real kind of sad state of affairs in my opinion anyway, because I think that stuff like this would do extremely well, and it really just kind of comes down to Microsoft wanting to kind of go out there and do it? Are they not allowed to do it? Is it budgetary things? It's like, it does seem like anything that Microsoft advertises lately doesn't seem to be for the console itself, but I mean, their controllers anyway are stuff that people can use on PC. They can use it on, cloud gaming. There's just so many different things that they can use it on. So it is a little bit kind of frustrating that they aren't deciding to, sell these things to the masses when they could do extremely well. And in my opinion, anyway, help put Xbox kind of back on the map. You know what I mean? If you want Xbox to be competitive, you got to go out and do things that maybe the other companies aren't. And I think that's something that the other companies aren't really doing. So we'll see how this all works out. I think it's going to be a very interesting and kind of strange situation going forward. But at the end of the day, that's on Microsoft to kind of give people what they want. And if they can't do that, that's on them. You know what I mean? You can lead a horse to water, so to speak, but you can't make them drink, unfortunately. So hopefully that's something that Microsoft realizes. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.